actually, this game, when I studied 3 games, I thought that this game was the best game of this week. Especially for Nicolas, he played really good opening. We will spend some time with his opening. It was really beautiful opening. Well, again, Chinese Fusuki. And it was the same as what Vincent and Anthony played. Well, in this game, Black chose to play Hane directly. Well, I'm not against this Hane or against what Vincent played in your game as R16. I'm not against them. I'm just mentioning that you could have keep these two choices and leave it to later because it will be more obvious for you to choose. And at this point, for Black, it's not very obvious to choose this variation because with this variation, I will show you the end. With this variation, Black got too many stones in the corner, and even if Black is very strong, but Black is kind of lack of territory. And even at that point,
Didn't you just done as your colleague just done a lecture on this on the YouTube channel? Just this very variation.
Yeah, you mean in the corner?
Yes.
Yes. So I will ask.
He's done a lecture on it.
Yeah, I will ask Gary because in the game actually White just tanuki. If you were Black, do you know how to attack the white corner? I will give you the control, okay, because you need to play the variation. I already gave you.
No.
No. Try. Okay, and. Then the white corner is alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I will ask Vincent. Vincent, how to kill this corner?
Maybe here.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
White have some possible. Yeah, this one is possible.
I don't know. There's no connection. Yes, it's a bit slow.
Yeah, today KGS is very slow. I thought it was my problem, but obviously it's not. And then?
Like this?
Well, it is your...
White play T17?
It's slow.
Yeah, very slow. Maybe you play S18, I suppose? Yeah?
Yes.
Then White descend with Q19.
Q19?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because once Black play O19, then Q19 became Sente. And if it's Sente, White is alive. White could play S19. Yeah.
No.
Okay, I will ask Anthony. I will go back to where we stopped. I don't have the control. I will give it to Anthony. Anthony, you can go back to where we start. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
One of the last possibilities are here.
I didn't say all of them were wrong. I didn't say their first move were wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And then?
So I guess White has to block here, or this one.
Just choose one. Choose one that you think is better.
And we can play something like this.
Are you sure?
But,
then I play Atali.
No. Anyway,
with
this one.
No, you cannot connect.
But this is not working, so like this.
It's a code.
And
It could be a
Yeah.
call. Yeah, it's possible. Okay, so I will take back the control. Well, in this corner, normally Black should have played what Vincent have played. Normally, this is the best move because with this move, it's the easiest move to kill this corner because when you reduce the ice, then the variation becomes easier. But as I have already
P1 is 19, no?
Yeah,
Like,
because as
O19
yeah.
you cannot kill.
Yeah, because Q19 is Sente, so this corner becomes I think became even more difficult. So I would say if Q19 is Sente, then probably that is the best result for Black, in my opinion. Because when Q19 is Sente, you don't have a way to kill the corner just directly. It could be a call, like what Anthony showed us. It could be a call, or you can capture these 3 stones Sente. And I think it's quite satisfied for Black if you can capture these stones and you get Sente and you play somewhere else. So in this game, White Tanuki is possible, but it's you should be ready that your corner will be attacked later. So, yeah, let's continue with this game. Well, I said in this game, Nicolas White played very good opening. I think even from now on, you can see only with this 24 move, White is already leading. Can you find it? Yeah, because all Black stones are on the right side. You have all 12 Black stones on the same side, and they are kind of too close to each other. So I would say it's too slow for Black to play this opening. Black played too slow. And here, yeah, Black played another slow move. And because I think you have this kind of feeling because Black have to give the Komi, so Black should always play more aggressively than White, right? If you play 2 slow moves as you were Black, then in the end you will find out that you cannot give the Komi. Like what Black played in this game, this Kasumi, yeah, it's really too slow for me. In this case, Black have 2 possibilities. If you want to defend your 2 stones, then you play trump, and White play trump. Then you just Tanuki. Maybe you continue with attacking this corner. Yeah, I think all of you know this sequence, I suppose. It's a very common sequence in the corner. Yeah? Do you know it? No one answer me. No one answer me.
Well, I saw it, but I've never played really.
Yeah, and Gary?
I don't think I've seen it.
Okay. So I will go back a little bit because White have the how to say it? It's big Kema. Yeah. How to say the stones in English? This is this big.
Which ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big,
yes,
big.
It's called a big kima.
Yeah. Big Kima, okay. With this big Kima, yeah, you could have played 3-3, of course, but it's not a very satisfying result for Black. And also, you could have played corner approach. Of course, you could have for Black, you could have played corner approach, but with corner approach, White could have attacked you directly, maybe something like this. So with the big Kima, it's normal for White to play. I cannot find the big. Where is it? For Black to play D3. It's a normal move. If White protect the corner, you play Nobi and you take the territory on the right. If White block outside, then you just go into the corner. So it's quite big corner for black, right? So remember this D3 move. This D3 move, you can always see it with the big schema. So I'll go back to, yeah, you're welcome. That's what I should do because I'm your teacher. Okay, here I mentioned one possibility, black just jump, and another possibility, black could have even played more aggressively with F17. You know, because white played the B15 schema move, and it was okay, it was possible, but that move left the upper side really weak. So if black played more aggressively, slow, KS is very slow today. Yeah, black could even attack these 3 stones, you know. So if I were black, I would probably choose this sequence because I think black, these two stones for black, I would say it's very light because if white attack these stones, I can always give one of them, especially the C14 move. I can always give it to you because it's not very big. So I would say these 2 stones are very light. So I don't need to protect my light stones very early. So what black played in the game, that's why I say it's very slow and make this group more and more heavy. Yeah, so in this time you should have protect your stones because it's already very heavy. And by playing this exchange, this made white territory even bigger. And this was a good timing. This was good timing. Otherwise, if white gets the trump, then it's difficult for black to enter this territory. But even if black get this, I think this was still a very good opening for white because just see, white have 2 very big territory, especially on the upper side corner. It's like 30 points, and white get 20 points on the lower left corner, and so totally white would have like 50 to 60 points, and black only have one side. Do we see side for one side of the board?
Yeah.
Okay, black only have one side, and this side black has like 30 to 40 points. But even if you have 40 points and you have less than 10 points on the left side, then black only have 50 points, while white have 50 to 60. And with a Komi, black is already behind for like 10 points. So it was very vivid opening for white. I would say white played very aggressively, and actually it worked. But then it was Nicolas. Nicolas began to play something I cannot understand, like this move. Say C15 at this point. I don't know if he was trying to attack or he was trying to protect the corner, but obvious is Gote, and white lost a Sante. And with this Sante, white could have just played, if I were white, I would have played something like this. Because with this schema, I can first reduce black's territory on the right side, and I can make my territory on the lower side bigger. So it's a very important move. If black try to make his territory, then I will leave you make your territory, because my territory will get bigger than yours. Yeah, so obviously it's bigger. White's territory is bigger than black's territory. So that's why I find this move, that schema move, really important move at that moment. And what Nicolas played in the game is like white passed one move at that important moment. Yeah.
Sorry, but there's always the possibility for black to invade at D3 or D2.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Who's speaking? Anthony?
Yes.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe later, if white plays something like this, maybe something like this you mentioned. D3.
No,
Okay. You mentioned this move, D3.
Yes.
Yeah, it's possible, but
because if black invade, white is not so big at the end.
If I already get the Kima move, the O5 move, I will give you the corner. Because for white, then I will just give you the corner and I will play, I'm not sure, maybe something like, yeah, I'm just thinking about it, something like this. Yeah, of course you get a corner, but in the same time you lose all the possible territory in the center for black. You don't have any moyo in the center, and white moyo gets bigger. I'm not saying that I can have all the territory, but I think white will have a lot of territory. And you look at the whole board. Black only have one side, like 30 points, and a small corner. So black don't have enough points because black is less than 50 points, and white's one territory on the upper left corner is already 35 points. So I only have to get 15 points to make this game for white to win this game. So it's not a very difficult game for white. But at that point, black got a chance, and he played 3-3 move, and then another shocking point for me. Guess what have black played? You guess. You make a guess.
D2.
He should have played D2, right? Normally, what we learned, it was like something, you make your corner alive and the white capture the stone in the center. It's normal, right?
Yes.
And guess what he played?
Yes.
B4.
B4.
No.
B4.
No. Actually, he played no B. He just get the center stone out. I think maybe he wasn't really paying attention to the corner. Maybe he thought white cannot kill the corner. But with this Hane, I don't see any possibility for white to get the corner alive. Yeah, it's quite shocking for me. I don't know if he abandoned the corner intentionally or maybe it was a mistake. And at that point for white, it's you just played B1 and capture the corner, and that's all. Because these 3 stones for black, they are still not alive. Black should still protect these 3 stones, and you get the corner, and then white just, I don't know, maybe white just play something like jump, because you can attack this group, and at the same time you reduce the moyo of the for black. So it's easy for white to play, but in the game white played too many moves here. Even if in the end white did get the corner killed, but yeah, in the end white get the corner. But with what white played here, actually white played this move, and this move, and black got this move and this move.
Outside thickness.
Yeah, black got stronger, and with this group stronger, then the whites, these two stones would be weaker. And just think about it. When we finish the sequence white played here, well, actually, that's all center for black. This move, and you should capture. And if I play this, it's all center. So you should think about it like, actually black is quite strong here. So if this group is quite thick, then white's two stones is kind of weaker. So that's why I said white shouldn't have played too many moves here. So in the game, white
is it possible to invade the upper left corner?
Upper left corner. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Before the C15 was played?
Before the C15 were played. Well, let's go back to how was this? Before. Well, before it, It's possible. Maybe if white play someone, I would say not easy, but because white is quite strong, if you play something like this, white will just try to kill you like this. Not very easy for black because white have too many stones here. I don't think so. That's why I said that c15 move is not necessary actually, because I think black anyway cannot get alive in the corner. Okay,
what about B17?
D17 or B17? D17 or B17?
B17 for black.
Wait a minute. Well, if you play here, you mean? Haven't think of this move. Let me think about it. Well.
And if white play B16, maybe.
You know B?
Or C17.
But still not alive. You can cut.
Yep.
You can cut. Yeah.
Yeah, you have many cuts, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Then maybe white could have played. Then you play Kima.
A simple way.
Yeah, in this game, because white is really strong, I think even white can play something like this. Because white get a lot of stones out, so it's possible for white to play very violent moves. But I think you're right.
Okay.
If white is not very thick outside, then maybe you still have some possibilities in the corner. Yeah, you're right. So in their game, well, since white was quite strong, so it was not really necessary. Okay, and this invasion was a little bit surprising for me because I was thinking that white have two very weak stones on the lower side, and then white invade again. So you will have two groups very weak, but black didn't attack it very well. And, you should really avoid this kind of. Is this also a Kasumi? Yeah. Is it a Kasumi or yeah? Do you call this move Kasumi too?
Yeah, it's Kasumi,
Yeah, this Kasumi is not a very good Kasumi because you attached your opponent's stone. And maybe you think, oh, with this Kasumi I got Sente and I can play something else, like what they played in the game. But you always remember, with this Kasumi, you got your weakness. Because this Kasumi leave you a weakness like what they played in the game, and it was not very easy for black to answer. If black tried to play very strong, then it's not a very easy sequence for black. And what they did is black actually just connected and let white connected like this. So white gets some ice and black lose a lot of territory. So what I was trying to tell you is that here you have a Honte. Who knows what's the Honte to play here for black? I will ask.
Is it Q8?
Q7?
No.
Q8 or Q7?
Well, actually, Q8 or Q7. Q8 is possible that you just try to block the stone. Yeah, of course it's possible. White will play something like this. Even if white gets his group alive, then you get a very thick wall out. Yeah, of course it's possible. I'm asking you, if black wants to protect the corner, what's the Honte?
So S5.
Sorry.
S5.
S5. No, it's not S5.
R5.
R5. Yeah, I heard someone set R5. Yeah, this one. I don't know the term in English. What's the? It's descent? No, not really descent.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I will call it descent. Anyway.
Everything's descent because it's descent from 10-10.
Yeah. Anyway, this shape, this descent is a very usual honte for us to when you want to protect your territory, and in the meantime you want to keep your opponent weak. And that's always the honte to play because white still need to jump out. And in this case, you don't have any problem in the corner, and you can just cut these two stones off, and then you can attack both the two stones up and two stones down. So remember this descent move is a honte. And what they played in the game is here black really get very miserable variation. KGS is dead. I cannot do anything with KGS. Sorry for that. I just get stopped here. I cannot do anything. It's not moving. Well, actually, in this game, black even almost gets black's corner killed because white get these stones connected, and black was really dangerous at one moment. And then in the end, I think it was black who won the game, but it wasn't because black played very good game. It was because in the end, as what Vincent did, actually white made a lot of mistakes in the end. So, why KGS? Should I close it and open it again? Will it work?
Maybe I don't know.
But now I cannot do
I
anything.
find closing and opening works.
Yeah? So, are you okay with KGS? Can you do anything with KGS?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's my problem?
Yeah.
What should I do? Should I close it?
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, I'll close
Close
it.
the whole thing and go back into it.
Okay. I cannot even close the. Okay, I will try. Okay, I closed KGS. Then I have to find KGS.
Luckily, we can still hear you on WeChat.
Okay, okay. So I should get this game again, I guess. I should get this game again.
You should be able to resume it.
Yeah. It's okay. But I lost all the sequence that I played in the game. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I did the record, so I think it was okay. So we were here. Okay, we were here. Yeah. White got all of the stones connected, and black tanuked to play something like something. Maybe he think it was big in case of territory, but actually black's corner was not alive. When white played the S3 move, white should have continued to play T2. I think it's also two moves that they are always connected, and then white could have just played this trump. And even black should have tried to make this pawn alive. If black plays something like this, then it's really miserable for black. You remember it. This side was black's territory, and then white invaded, and this black's corner even need to make two eyes, and white get this corner blocked get black's corner blocked, and white even get a thickness outside. So in this corner, black really didn't play very good, but white also played one not understandable move. at that point, white tanuked too when black played s2, and white tanuked to play the jump, which didn't mean anything because white didn't need this move. And then black tried to block this group. And both of the players didn't notice the importance of connecting this to white stones. Actually, it's really big because if white connected these two stones, then it's difficult for, even if black could get this corner alive. Let's say white being very kind. Then you see black gets 3 points in the corner and white get all of the groups just safe. So it's really miserable for black. But both of the players didn't notice the importance of capturing these 2 stones, and at last black got the stone captured. So I think, yeah, I will continue a little bit more with the center. Because, yeah, at that point, this game almost goes to the end game. Black gets some territory in the center, and yeah, white also gets something on the left. So the last thing we will do about this game, I will let all of you count. Again, count the points, please.
Say plus 20 for white.
Yeah, white leading for 20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say white has more than like 70 points, maybe around 70 points, or more than 70 points. Black has less than 60 points, almost 60. So with the Comey, white leads for like 20 points. Anthony is right. But only remember, the upper right corner is not alive because at that moment, Q19 is no longer center. I think neither player noticed that problem. If black play this move at that point, then you cannot get your group alive. Yeah, it's dead. So you should always think of your own group if it's alive or not. Well, I will show you the end game. Well, in the end game, actually, black won by time. But if they finish the game, I'm not sure because they have a call on the upper left corner. Thus, black's group is not alive. So it really, yeah, we need to know if white capture this corner. I think of course white will win the game. If black get this corner alive, maybe it would be a very close game. So yeah, that's the end of this game. So for me, in this game, white played very good opening. It was very aggressive and it was very efficient. In the other hand, black played quite slow. So it was a very slow opening for black. And then with some fights, I think black made some mistakes. Something, yeah, as I remember, black played this move and get this corner killed. So also with this Kosumi move, and then black got the corner kind of dangerous. So during the fight, black made some mistakes.